So here we first write the mathematical equivalent of the given information. Since height is given as 3 times of radius, if you represent height as h, and this equals 3 times of radius, that is 3r. And we are also given that water leaks out at a rate of 2 meter cube per minute. So we can write down this information as dv over dt. This equals minus 2 meter cube per minute. We put a negative because the water is leaking out, and when water leaks out, the volume will decrease. So that is why we have to put a negative, and we have to determine the rate of water level when the tank is 3 meter deep. That is, when height equals 3 meter, we have to find the rate of water level. So basically, we have to determine dH over dt. So first, let's write down the volume formula of a cone. So volume of a cone is given by 1/3 pi r squared h. And since we have to determine dH over dt, we have to basically convert this equation, that is the right side expression, into h. So for this, we will utilize this relation, that is h equals 3r. And I'm going to write down r in terms of h. So r equals h over 3. We can plug this value of r equals h over 3 into this equation, so that this right side expression will be converted in terms of h. So let me replace this. So therefore 1 by 3 pi times of r equal to h over 3. So this becomes a h over 3 quantity squared times of h. Now let's simplify this right side expression. So we have v equals 1/3 times of pi of h by 3 quantity square is h squared by 9 times of h. We can further simplify this. So we get v equals pi times of h squared times of h is h cube, and 9 times 3 is 27. So basically, this is the expression for volume. Now we have to differentiate both sides with respect to sign, with respect to time. So we will get dv over dt. This equals this pi by 27 is a constant, so we can just keep it as it is and then differentiate only the h cube. So first we will differentiate using the power rule, and when we do that, we get 3h squared, and then multiplied with derivative of h with respect to time, that is dh over dt. Now we can solve for dh over dt in this equation. So this implies dh over dt. This equals dv over dt divided by this quantity, that is pi times of, in fact we can cancel this 3 with 27 as a 9 times. So basically we have pi h squared by 9. So I'm going to put pi h squared over 9 in the denominator. Now we can substitute the values of dv over dt. We know that it is negative 2 meter cube per minute. So I'm going to put dv over dt equals negative 2. So therefore we get dh over dt. This equals negative 2 divided by pi h. We can replace by 3 because we have to determine the rate of water level when the water tank is 3 meters. So I'm going to plug in h equal to 3. And when you do that, this becomes 3 squared over 9. You see that 3 squared is 9, and this will get cancelled like this. So finally we get the expression for dH over dt, or the value is negative 2 over pi. This we write down in terms of units as minutes per, I'm sorry, it is a meter per minute. And this is approximately equal to 0.64 meters per minute. So this is the rate of water level decreasing.